The necessary materials for this project are a square piece of drawing paper, which should be thicker if you plan to paint, a ruler, a protractor, an eraser, a drawing compass, a black Sharpie, a pencil, and either paint or colored pencils. Now we need to look at the design. To scale it up, you must first divide it into circular layers and slices. Now you need to count the circles inside the original design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on until 36. Feel free to play this back if you wish to count for yourself. Now you need to figure out the measurements. A circle has 360 degrees, so divide that by the number of slices to get the slices measurements. 360 divided by 36 is 10, so each slice needs to be 10 degrees. You have 9 circles, and to figure out how thick each one needs to be, you have to figure out the measurements of the paper and divide that by 9. The paper is 12 inches, but it won't work to use that measurement. You have to measure half of the paper instead because the circles come out from a midpoint. So you need to create a midpoint and divide the paper into fourths. Now measure one of the fourths and you get 6 inches. This measurement will always be half of the full measurement no matter the size of the paper. Divide the 6 inches by 9 to get 2/3 of an inch. This means each circle must be 2/3 of an inch thick. The next step is drawing the circles. So, make 9 marks 2/3 of an inch apart starting from the midpoint. This can be done on each fourth, which I find to be more convenient and have done in this demonstration, but it is not necessary. Now, connect the marks with a drawing compass to form 9 circles. Then erase the original marks. Then, align the protractor over the midpoint and draw a dash every 10 degrees. Use a ruler to extend the dashes to the edge of the outermost circle. The easiest way to start the design is with the fan shapes in the middle. If you look closely, you will notice that each one is 4 slices long and 4 slices tall. Replicate these fans as best as you can onto your drawing. Next, continue the curve of the fans to the edge of the circle. The intersections of circles and slices create little boxes. The curved lines need to connect the corners of these boxes. To create the correct curve, connect each box to the one that is one level higher and one slice to the left. To finish the design, you need to draw the other boxes, which kind of resemble stairs. Remember the corners you connected with the curved lines? These will also be the top left corners of each stair. Each stair should be 2 slices wide and tall enough to reach the top of the stair on the level below. Watch the lines in this part and it will make much more sense. Then, trace over your rough sketch with a black Sharpie and erase any extra pencil lines. Now it's time to color. Since the primary focus is to create a color wheel, this needs to be worked into your design. The simple color wheel is created inside the 9 fans. To begin, you use the 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and then space them evenly in a triadic formation. Next, add the 3 secondary colors, orange, green, and violet, next to the primary colors to create analogous shades, which are colors closely related and next to each other on the color wheel. Finish the color wheel with 3 of the 6 tertiary or intermediate colors, in this case, yellow, orange, blue, green, and red, violet. Lay this out in your example design before you transfer it to your final project. Next, transfer the color layout. Now you need to create value with tint and shade. Shade is when you create value by darkening, and tint is when you create value by lightening. Each colored fan has a curved line and a set of stairs attached. On top of the curve, you can darken the color in the fan or lighten the color in the fan. On the underside, you must do the opposite. This creates a monochromatic scale. On my original piece, I did light on top, but for this demonstration, I did the opposite. Either way is fine. The coloring can be done with paint or colored pencils. Paint is the best and makes it easiest to create value. However, for the sake of demonstration and time, I use colored pencils, which works as well. You may have noticed that I divided the innermost remaining circle into 2 smaller rings. This is necessary because there are 2 color requirements left to fulfill: complementary and neutral colors. The neutral color goes in the innermost circle and is used to balance the bright hues along the outside. I prefer to use black or gray, but any shade of brown would work as well. For the final ring, you will need the 9 colors of your original color wheel. You will make use of complementary colors by placing them opposite of their original position on the color wheel, next to their opposite shade. Once you have finished coloring, retrace your outline in black Sharpie so it is clean and prominent, and finally your color wheel is finished.